we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Roberts from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Here's Roberts operating from the gun. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Foster the season. And they are able to here on their opening drive. Down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready. Hey, wahoo! 90 Wolf.
Now Jones on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down Cardinals.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out. Hey, echo. Get off the field. Greystone travel. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Yep. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. No chance.
Second and 5 now. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Five. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
On third down, here's Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, it's Grant. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Alpha. Silver.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returning is Peppers. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
50 pilot, 64, wait.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
You draw Porker. Hey, zoom. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jones now off the play fake. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go. 30 base. Mike 5-4. Come on, the ball. 6-6. Pull it high. Big Griffin.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
I'm coming after you. Hey, 1-6.
X3. 218. Chopper.
54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Snap.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. It's Kelsey on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. 2 minutes. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Roberts now. Off play action. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. They'll run on first down. Grant. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready? Watch the slant. Watch the slant. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
To throw on 2nd down. Roberts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Completion number 3. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Check Mike, man, Mike, man, you got double up, double up, double up, double up. Out, 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 out.
Roberts on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm here all day. Check 31. Check.
Hard.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Bravo! General West!
Right there. 54 Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let's go.
Jones off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. You go tight.
You 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie.
Tens the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA! Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
On the ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go!
54's mine. Check. Watch 54.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mine's 54.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Look at me, zipper!
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
I'm trying to collect.
On 1st down. Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him.
0.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Jones now, from the gun, he'll throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go. Under 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
60 Pittsburgh.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch my board.
General West. Hey. 5.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch that.
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Jones, off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a back, you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones, going to throw again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
61, matchbox right.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes Peppers. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Had an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On 2nd down, it's Grant. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA! Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run with Hunt, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st down, Arizona.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
8, read.
Hey, watch your leg.
6 guy. Check 6, 6, 6. Pull it high. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Right 54. Hey, watch that.
Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 83 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they do.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing, Jones. Completes it to Lee. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? Seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Hey, high 7.
Like 10.
What we got?
Jones throwing on fourth down, and it is incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Connects here with the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Be ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Check. Hey, Spring.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Wide, get wide. Shit.
On 4th down, Roberts. To Graham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. Off play action. Roberts. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
No time is it? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch out slip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch if you want it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I don't get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, I save it, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out.